Hello students, myself Om Prakash Katte and welcome to Biology Reward. We are discussing class 11 topic floral formula, symbols and floral diagram. So floral formula, symbols and floral diagram. This is the topic of chapter 5 morphology of flowering plant. Students, at first we should remember what do you mean by floral formula. Floral formula of flower, it indicates the nature, sexuality, number of floral parts, their arrangement, floral parts, sepal, petals, stamen, carpel, position of ovary, etc. by symbol. So we have discussed the part of the flower, calyx, corolla, androecium and gynoecium. Also we have discussed the arrangement of sepal and petal. It is called the estivation. Then gynoecium part we have discussed. Number of carpels we have discussed. So if we represent the floral part with the help of the formula, in this formula, it's indicate the either flower is actinomorphic or zygomorphic, flower is bisexual or unisexual, how many parts of sepal, petal, stamen, carpel are present and what is their arrangement, as well as what is the position of ovary. Ovary is hypogynous or epigynous or perigynous. It is indicated by the symbols. So when the indication of the floral part is take place by the symbolic form, it is called floral formula. Here family Fabaceae, Solanaceae and Liliaceae. For this family the floral formula are given in such like. So before going to the floral formula of this family, we must remember the symbols. Many symbols are used to depict the part of the flower, and one of this BR. BR symbol is bracteolate. Bracteolate, already I have told you, in a flower arises from the axis, there is the leaf-like structure that is called the bract. So if this bract is present, BR indicate bract and bracteolate flower. So BR is indicate the bracteate. Bract is present. If bract is absent, in such cases it is called ebracteolate. So if bract is present, BR, and if bract is absent, it is indicated by the ebracteate. It means bract is absent in the flower. Second is actinomorphic is indicated by this one plus symbol. It is in the circle. So actinomorphic is the symbol. This symbol shows that the flower can be cut into the equal half by any axis. It is actinomorphic. Zygomorphic flower, it shows that flower can be cut in the equal half only by the one simple plant. It is called the symbol of zygomorphic. Then this symbol indicate male flower. It means staminate flower. If only male flower is present, so we are indicating by this one symbol. Female flower or pistillate flower is indicated by this symbol. If male and female both parts are present, so this type of symbol indicate the bisexual flower. So it is only male flower, it is symbol for the female flower, and it is a symbol for the bisexual flower. It has both male and female part. Similarly, we have P. P is for perianth. I told you in some flower, sepal and petal are not distinguished. Instead of their tepal present. So P is stand for perianth. P is stand for perianth. Then K for calyx, C for corolla, A for androecium, G for gynoecium of the flower, N is neutral flower. The flower is neutral flower, not male and not female, and this dot-like structure is shown the mother axis. Now what is mother axis? So you can see here In this mother axis, we can understand if it is the axis, from this axis flower is arises. So it is the main axis from which the flower arises. It is called the mother axis, and it is a flower. So if flower arises from this axis is called the mother axis, and this mother axis is occur just opposite to bracts. So this structure is called the bract, and just opposite to the mother axis there is a bract, and here you will see it is mother axis and here it is the bract. So dot structure, it shows the mother axis. So these are the few symbols: P perianth, K calcium, C corolla, A for androecium, G indicate the gynoecium, and N neutral flower, and dot structure. This dot structure indicate the mother axis. Another after this one important parts are this indication K5, K for calyx, and if 5 words it means sepal are 5 and they are free. So this K5 only indicates sepal are 5 and they are free. If these 5 number are kept in the bracket, it means sepals are 5 and they are fused. Second, calyx, it means sepal 2 plus 4. It means there are the total 6 sepal, but they are arranged in the 2 holes. 2 arrangements are there. So it arranged in the 2 holes, then it is written 2 plus 4. C for corolla, and total number of petals 1 plus 2 plus 2. It means total petals are 5 and they are arranged in the 3 holes. 3 holes they are arranged the petal. If C is attached with the A, C it means petal are inside 5 petals. So 5 petals are fused. Petals are fused. 5 petals are fused. Here stamens are also 5, but they are free, and the stamens are attached with the petal. So if this is shows that these stamens are attached with the petal. So stamens are attached with the petal. So this is indicated by this line, stamen attached with the petal, and this condition is called epipactous condition. Second part is G. G, as I told you, it is for gynoecium. If gynoecium, here is a one dotted structure below the gynoecium, it means it's so ovary superior. It means ovary is located on the thalamus, ovary superior. If this dotted structure is here, G, gynoecium, and dotted structure is upper side, so it's so ovary inferior. It means ovary is inside the thalamus. Next is G in bracket 2. It means there are 2 carpels. They are fused. So if such type of, if carpels are fused, then it is called syncarpus. 2 carpels are here, bicarpellary. They are inside the bracket, syncarpus, and the dotted structure, as I told you, ovary superior. So this type we can read. This is bicarpellary, syncarpus, and ovary superior. If it is 5 number, so carpels are 5, it means pentacarpellary. Inside the bracket, syncarpus and ovary superior. Similarly here, bicarpellary, syncarpus, ovary inferior. This is ovary inferior. If P is attached with the A, perianth flower, it means there is no sepal, no petal, there are the tepal. And this attached, anthers are also attached with the tepal. So if anther attached with the tepal, this is called epiphyllous condition. So epiphyllous condition, there stamens attached with the tepal. Here tepal are in the 2 holes, 3 plus 3. Here anthers are also 3 plus 3. So total number of stamens, this total number of stamens are 6. Total number of tepal are also 6, and both they are arranged in the 2 holes. So stamens are also arranged in the 2 holes, and this condition, if they are attached with each other, it is called the epiphyllous. One more important thing is that A9 plus 1, A it means for androecium. In androecium there are stamen 10. 9 plus 1 it means total number of stamen, their stamen are 10. They are in 2 bundles, 1 and 2. One bundle 9 stamen, and in one bundle, in diagrammatically you will see this type of one bundle there are 9, and another bundle it is the 1. So 9 plus 1. It is called diadelphous condition. So A 9 plus 1, total stamen 10 and diadelphous. More, if I am writing G, gynoecium, it is 1. Gynoecium monocarpellary. So it is ovary is monocarpellary. Inside the bracket it means syncarpus, and it is ovary superior. So ovary superior. So these are the some specific symbols used for the depiction of floral part in the floral formula. Now we can read this some formulas which are given here. So Fabaceae family, flower zygomorphic. This symbol is of the zygomorphic. Sepal, calyx, sepal 5, they are fused because they are inside the bracket. Corolla, there are petal 5 total. They are arranged in 3 holes, 1 plus 2 plus 2. Androecium, stamen are 10 and 9 plus 1, in one bundle 9 and another bundle 1. So it is diadelphous, and here the monocarpellary and ovary superior. Solanaceae family, actinomorphic flower, bisexual flower, sepal 5, they are fused, petal 5, they are fused, androecium stamens 5, they are fused, and it is the epipetalous condition. It means the stamens are attached with the petal, and here it is bicarpellary, syncarpus, ovary superior. Similarly, Liliaceae, actinomorphic flower, bisexual flower, perianth, it means tepals are total 6, 3 plus 3, first volt 3 and another volt 3. Then androecium, it means stamens are 6, first row 3, another row 3, and ovary, tricarpellary, syncarpus, ovary superior. So by this symbol, it is very easy to know the different part of the flower, nature of the flower, sexuality of the flower, and different parts in their arrangement, as well as position of ovary, etc. by the symbol. So this formula are called floral formula. Similarly, very brief summary is given regarding the floral diagram. There is a detailed procedure while writing or drawing the floral diagram, but we have to learn the definition here. Diagrammatic representation, number and arrangement of floral part, estivation, position and number of the stamen and carpel, etc. in the flower. If here we are writing in the symbolic form, so when parts of flower are indicated in the symbolic form, it is called floral formula. But it is indicated in diagrammatically, then it is called the floral diagram. This is the floral diagram. In this case, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is mother axis, and just opposite to mother axis there is a this bracket. This part shows the sepal 1, 2, 3, 4. Another petal 1, 2, 3, 4. Next part they are the stamen. Stamens are 6, 2 plus 2 are outer side and 4 are inner side. It is total. And the ovary is syncarpus, bicarpellary ovary. So this is the floral diagram and this is the floral formula. So actinomorphic, bisexual, then K2 plus 2. 2 plus 2, it means these are the two sepal and 2 sepal outer side, 2 sepal inner side. C, petal 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. That is stamen 6, 2 plus 4, 1 and 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. And this gynoecium, it's the bicarpellary, syncarpa because they are inside the bracket, and ovary superior. So it is definition of floral formula, and this is the floral diagram. So it is all about the floral formula, symbols and floral diagram prescribed for the class 11. Thank you.